Both teams back from the locker room area. Railers and the Rockets here on a Friday night. Lincoln on top 26-23. Remind you again that the sophomore squad, a big winner here earlier tonight, 45-12, an impressive showing by the sophomores. And the varsity looking to make it a double win for the Railers here tonight. And Josh Railers will start with the basketball starters on the court, including Christian Van Hook. Very important that Christian does not get his third foul early in this quarter.
Yeah, they move Zach Grant right back to Christian Van Hook.
Gesner goes backdoor to Max. It's cut off by Ferguson. Swinging around to Van Hook, now to Gesner. Gesner's going to go baseline against McMinn, and he's going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second, first on the Rockets here.
Good aggressive play by Gesner. You know, we're looking to take somebody off the dribble, and we've got the guards that can do it. We just got to do it a little more.
Second on McMinn, as we said, first on the team. Railers going to the basket away from us here at the Rochester Athletic Complex. First time here. Not a bad place to watch a basketball game.
No, especially from right on floor.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to duck out of the way, or at least behind TJ if somebody comes this way. Pods, three on the way. Long three, rims out, no good. McMinn with the board for Rochester.
Yeah, good shot by Pod. It was a little deep, but right on line.
Grant to Houston. In front of their coach, John Angelo. Houston over to McMinn. Spots for three. It's on the way, and he hits it, and we're tied.
Yeah, again, they're screening the elbows, and our backs aren't talking and letting the wings know that there's a screen there, and we're running right into it, and especially you can't do it on McMinn's side.
Olsen working against Houston. Gesner looks to go backdoor. Podbelsic covered up, so Gesner's just going to drive in. Little floater off the glass is good.
Yeah, there again, it's a show of strength by Gesner. The guy, he just got a little shoulder into him and pushed him down. I don't think Gesner of last year does that.
Railers back on top, 28-26. Houston guarded by Podbelsic. Now they get it to Ferguson.
And Pod got popped in the mouth, too.
Houston between the circles. Lobs down, free throw line to Ferguson. Kicks it back out, McMinn again. Fakes the shot, pull-up jumper on the way is good. It's the battle of the fives. Gesner and McMinn here in the second half. Tied at 28 with 6 minutes to go. Cook out to Gesner. Grant watching Van Hook. Rochester in man. Pod's going to drive in, pull-up jumper. Either had it blocked or had some contact with his hand. No call.
Yeah, it was definitely short.
And Ferguson hands back over to McMinn. Lie back on top to Houston.
Yeah, it looks like the Railers have really extended it, not even worrying about if they throw it in the middle, because the guy that catches it in the middle hasn't looked to shoot or score at all.
McMinn, another three. That was an air ball, but then rebound's going to be, they're going to call the foul, I think, on Podbelsic. And actually a good job by Podbelsic if that is on him, because Yek was there for the weak side rebound, and the official said the foul occurred long before the shot. Yeah. So Railers catch a break there, Pod picking up his first.
Yeah, Railers got to get down there and get set up, because they're crashing the boards.
But again, as well as McMinn's been shooting, you wouldn't figure he's going to fire up an air ball.
No, it's always the toughest rebound, of course, is the air ball.
Approaching 5 minutes to go here in Rochester. Third quarter of action. Ferguson's going to drive in, throws it off the glass, and good.
Yeah, breakdown by the Railer defense. They get it in the middle, and Ferguson goes all the way. If he is going to get in the middle, we got to be able to stop him from getting all the way to the hoop.
30-28. Gesner with a high arcing three off the back of the rim, no good. Yek the rebound for Rochester. 4:40 to go. Yek watched by Podbelsic. Houston. Again, but you almost have to live with them getting it to Ferguson, because he certainly does not look comfortable taking it to the basket.
No, and he's pushing him out. Crazy.
Yek's three is no good. Houston's three, top of the key. That's up and good.
Yeah, and again, they're getting on the offensive boards, and they're very physical underneath. A lot of shoving, a lot of pushing. by the Rockets, but the Railers aren't down and ready or boxing out, so we're not getting any calls.
33-28, Podbelsic pushed out far on the left wing. Cook looking down low for Christian. Christian turnaround jumper will not go down. Gesner tries to get the rebound, tipped out, but McMinn gets it for Rochester. .350 to go in the third. McMinn, Rockets with the basketball and a 5-point advantage here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they pretty much own the third quarter.
Ferguson turns 15, shoots up an air ball. I think that's why you got to let him just shoot every time.
We've extended it and let him get it a little bit more because there he just shot up an air ball from the free throw line because their shooters have hurt us so bad on the outside.
And now they've switched. They've put McMahon out on Podbelsic and put Yek on Gesner. Gesner on the right wing in front of the Lincoln bench.
I'd like to see if Gesner can take his man to the basket again.
Christian, watched by Grant. Christian tries to make a move, cut off by Grant. Flips it out top now to Gesner. 3:10 to go. Gesner. Christian rises up over Grant. His three off no good. Rebound, tipped out. Nice job by Gesner. Gets it back out to Christian. Little floater in the lane, no good. Gesner tries again for the rebound, and this one's tipped out. And you wonder, Josh, with Christian having the early foul trouble as Hayes comes in for Olsen, having the early foul trouble, you think Christian may be a little frustrated and forcing it a little.
Or trying to get back in the rhythm of the game. You know, he hasn't had to sit out for a long time like he did in the first half.
2:50 to go. Rochester, 5-point advantage. Their biggest lead of the night was 7 at 19-12, but the Railers stormed back to take the lead after that. And right now they're up by 5 here in the third quarter. Yek drives in for Rochester. Ferguson drives in as it's swatted partially by Van Hook from behind, and Gesner will drive it up for the Railers.
Yeah, big basket. Railers need a basket. We've had a long drought here, and we need to get something going to the hoop.
Podbelsic, he's going to go to the basket, kicks it out to Van Hook. Christian on top to Gesner. Gesner watched by Yek, and he's going to be called for steps. And we see Sicaro. He's going to be checking in here in just a moment, or he went to the scores table. Now he's going to check in. It was odd. It looked like he checked in and then went back and sat down.
Yeah, I don't.
Kind of hard for the officials to know you're checking in if you're not there. 2:15 to go. Third quarter. Again, Rochester giving the Railers opportunities. Railers just giving them right back. And that's going to be an offensive foul. I believe they're going to get Houston as, I think they got that on red. Boy, I wasn't sure about that. It certainly looked like Podbelsic.
He was the one that fell down.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure what happened there.
2:11, Van Hook tipped the inbound pass out to Gesner. But Gesner couldn't track it down in the backcourt. Railer bench calling for a travel. Didn't get it. And now Rochester will hold in the front court. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, protecting a 5-point advantage over the Railers. Sicaro. And then another foul is going to be whistled on the Railers. And I believe they got that one on, is that on Podbelsic again? And if it is, that's now his third foul, Josh. Wills picked up all 3 of his fouls here in the first 6 minutes plus of the third quarter.
Yeah, and he's been our offensive spark, at least in the first half.
Well, another drought by the Railers offensively. They went for a long stretch in the second quarter without scoring. With a minute 40 to go in the third, Railers with only 1 basket from Gesner here in the second half.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the Rockets are going to be pretty patient and content with holding the ball, too.
Yep. Watched by Hayes. Over to Ferguson. Ferguson makes a move, slides it back out to Houston. Heard lots of contact there, no call. Houston missed the layup, and Van Hook with the rebound. The guy was square dancing with him, and no call for the Railers on that one, but they do have the basketball. Hayes with the baseline move. Matt goes strong off the glass, and we're going to have an offensive foul whistled on Hayes. It was a nice job by Matt trying to take it to the basket.
Yeah, it looked like, if you had that circle that the college is using now, he would have been definitely in that. He was way underneath the hoop, and I'm not sure. I know he was square and set and all that, but he's I think he was too far underneath the hoop to get the charge.
So another turnover. And a technical has been whistled on Rochester. They have 6 guys on the court. And you know what's funny?
We got 5 there now.
Well, the official called a technical, and it looked like he was counting something.
Yeah, they got 5 there now. So
let's see what happens here.
There was 6.
And if the official saw 6, you can't say, okay, well, they didn't mean it.
Yeah.
Although it's funny, in a 7th grade game earlier this year with our daughter's team, Rochester's girls were called twice. They stopped the play to say, you can't have 6 out here. So maybe they play with 6.
Trying to pull a slick one on you.
Yep, they did call a technical on them. And if one of the officials over there talking to Coach Alexander, probably just trying to find out who's going to shoot the technical.
Right. It's who's going to shoot it, and Max Cook is the designated man. So hey, we can get off the schneid here of really only 2 points in the third quarter so far for the Railers, and it's a big couple baskets.
Max, free throw, missed it. Well, as many opportunities here with 1:02 to go, Josh, in the third quarter. You can't let these go by.
No, and Max hits 1 and 2, and the Railers get the ball. Another big possession here for the Railers. We've got to get something going. Only 3 points in the third quarter. Still only down 4, but the Railers have looked very stagnant and very content with the 3.
And 3 is the number of points the Railers have here in this quarter, Josh, with just a Gesner basket and Cook's free throw. Under a minute to go, it's the lob. Cook throws it to Christian for the jam.
Maybe that'll get us going. We needed a spark and a good dial up by Coach to hopefully get that spark.
33-31, 40 seconds to go. And how many times have we seen it this year, Josh, when we need something to light a fire, we go to that play.
Yeah, and it's worked every time. And it looks like even the Railer defense has definitely picked up.
Sakara in the lane, ball tipped around, Hayes comes out with it, ball loose on the floor, and Gesner comes up with it for the Railers.
Good defensive stand, and the Railers need a basket here to get us going into the fourth quarter.
Gesner over to Pod, 13 seconds to go. Max over to Pod Belsic down to 10. Need to make a move. On top, Christian, top of the key, 3 for the lead. Front of the rim, no good. Pod Belsic the rebound on the baseline, down to 2. Cook 3 on the way, left it way short, and that's the way our third quarter will end. Railers come back a little bit, but after 3, it's Rochester 33, Lincoln 31. Back with our fourth quarter in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.